Good morning, everybody. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I normally do a live stream, or I normally do just a little, or like my thoughts, my feelings, my 2 cents. But today I'm going to do a recorded reaction to Foodie Beauty. Because I've got half an hour to spare. I'll edit it later and upload it tonight. Before work. So I've gotten dressed for work. This is not my uniform, but I'm dressed for work. So I wanted to see Foodie's cottage pie because this does not seem like a very good diabetic meal, but I'm sure Foodie's done her education class number 101 diabetes. I'm sure she's done class 1. She's sat down, she's gone through this recipe with a nutritionist or put it through a diabetic tool online or something to make sure that it is okay for her to be eating whilst taking the insulin. I'm always so encouraged by Foodie Beauty's cooking videos. I'm always picking up hints and tips. So I thought, let's watch it together. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Okay.
Some home-cooked classic comfort food. Today I am making...
You'd skip her new intro because she looks like a boiled potato. She looks like Mrs. Potato Head with lipstick on. And I don't get the sway. I don't know whether she was trying to be like emo or sexy or quirky or creepy. I just find it a little unnerving. And I don't want to basically promote her terms of service breaking cameo link. And I don't want to promote her cameo even more than before. Put it that way.
Making cottage pie, a classic dish made from minced beef with carrots and onion in a rich, savory gravy. And
we put peas. We call this shepherd's pie. Where I come from, it's basically the same thing, just different meats. But we put peas in ours as well because we want the green. Or you can put broccoli, but traditionally it's carrots, onion, peas.
Topped with whipped mashed potatoes and baked to perfection. Yalla.
There is no baking. There's just melting of the cheese on top. You don't have to bake it because your mince is already cooked and your mash is already cooked. There's nothing to bake. You just heat them together and melt the cheese. That's pretty much it. We put cheese on ours too.
All right, to start off, I'm just going to put a...
Oh, excuse me. We've got to make her go faster because she talks too slow. Everything's too slow. Okay, 1.25. Sorry.
Couple of tablespoons of olive oil and
that is not a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. Looks like it's cooked in a really deep stock pot. That is a glug. That is the technical official term. That is a glug of cooking oil or olive oil. I would use cooking oil. I wouldn't use olive oil. But cooking oil, that is more than a couple of tablespoons, maybe 10 tablespoons, or maybe no. We'll say 6 or 7 tablespoons. It's not a couple. It's too much oil. You don't need that much oil, especially if you've got good mince. It's got a little bit of fat in it because that's going to melt out and then make part of your flavorings. I don't think Foodie's probably using lean mince. Do you think Foodie gets lean mince from the butchers? Do you think? I don't. I just think she buys the cheapest one there, which is usually your 2 or 3 star mince, which is lots of fat.
All right, to start off, I'm just going to put a couple of tablespoons of olive oil in a pot, and then I'm going to add 1 pound of minced beef. This is supposed to be lean.
So we don't saute and soften our carrots and onion with a bit of garlic and your herbs, thyme, oregano, whatever you want to put in there first before we put the mince in. We just mash it all together. We don't want to caramelize our carrots or our onions to give them a little bit of flavor. We're just going to do it all together so it just boils. Yeah, okay, so we're basically boiling it together. Okay.
In minced beef with 1 large carrot and 1 medium onion, and I'm just going to cook this down on medium heat until everything gets nice and brown and the veggies cook down with the fat of the beef as well. A little bit like this, and I'm going to add some black pepper.
So she does know that there's fat in the beef. So why are you adding all that extra olive oil? You don't need it. You just need it to make sure that your carrots and your onion don't stick to the bottom while you saute it. That's why.
I'm going to add too much salt. I end up adding a little pinch of salt, but the bouillon will be salty. Add about 2 tablespoons or so of some tomato paste and just let that.
Now, Foodie, that did look like a couple of tablespoons of tomato paste. It did not look like the quantity of oil that you put in, but okay.
Cook down for a little bit until it evaporates. The juices evaporate a bit, but you want to add some flour, maybe 2 tablespoons to the rest of the juices so that it makes like...
Okay, so you always should add your flour. This is what I do. You do what you want to do. I'm not telling you, but I was always taught to get your corn flour and put it in a little bit of water, a little tablespoon of corn flour, tablespoon of water, mix it together, make a sludge, add another tablespoon of water to make it thin, and then pour it in. That way you don't end up with flour lumps. Or you've got to use a whisk to get rid of your lumps. But okay, do what you want.
A thick gravy. I also forgot to add that I added a few dashes of Worcester sauce and about a cup and a half of water and 2 beef bouillon cubes.
Worcestershire sauce.
All right, here we go. It's been in the oven for 30 minutes on 375 and then on the broiler on high for about 5 minutes. And here is the end result. Yum. Well, hello, guys. Hello.
So she didn't take it out and transfer it into a pie dish and then put the cottage. That doesn't make sense because you should put it into a pie dish because you put it on the table to serve it and then you want to put some Glad wrap over the top or one of those reusable coverings, or you want to put it in a casserole dish that has a lid so you can store the leftovers in the fridge and it's easy to get out without messing up the topping. Because every time you scoop that out, that's going to be impossible to serve in its intact form from that big pot. That's weird. That's weird that you did that. And now you've got melted cheese stuck onto the inside of your good cooking stock pot. Okay.
Oh, welcome back to
And those Brussels sprouts are probably sweet and soft and delicious, but they look like turds.
Another video. Feels like it's been a while since I've had dinner with you guys. And tonight I cooked and I'm super excited to share with you.
Foodie, have we not washed our face since the other day? Because I'm seeing that same.
Some diet cola.
Same. I'll zoom in. When I do the edit, I'll zoom in. But she's got that same glob of eyeliner on this side of her eye that was there yesterday. Have you not washed your face since yesterday? Or are you having problems? It would seem very difficult for you to miss that same spot of eyeliner 2 days in a row. Ew. In my opinion, I feel as though Foodie Beauty's hygiene is being affected by her illness and by her sciatica or just her plain aversion to water.
Some air fried Brussels sprouts and some cottage pie. Well made. Now
I don't like this weird little baby voice that you're doing. No one's excited for your disgusting looking food. It looks gross. What are you drinking there, Foodie? Your kidneys are not going to appreciate that, I don't know, soft drink. No sugar, what you've got there. Always having the pickles. We've always got the olives and we've always got to have something really salty and sodium-y. I think your doctor would look at this meal and go, everything on there's bad except for your sprouts.
This is a bit of a different recipe. I usually make pâté chinois, which I have made on my channel. Sorry for the squeaky table, by the way, in advance. And that has corn and like cream corn in it and ground beef and potatoes. Now this has a gravy base, as you saw in my intro here.
Foodie, this is not an exciting recipe. This is not going to make anybody run out to make this. I think I know in Australia, we learn this in year 8 if you take home economics. We learn spaghetti bolognese. We learn shepherd's pie. What else do we learn? Lasagna. That's all I can remember. Oh, we do apple crumble. We'll learn some of the really basic dishes. This is one of them. It's a budget saver. You can literally put whatever meat you want in it that you've got. You can even put bacon bits in it on top. It's one of those ones where you can chuck pretty much any veg you want into it, put a bit of protein. You could do chicken and put cottage mashed potato on top with a bit of cheese, and it'll fill you up. And you can even have extra veg on the side if you've got more. It is not an exciting recipe. It is not gonna get anyone's cooking engines revving, and you don't even plate it nice. You've got a mess on the left side, you've got splooge here, you've got a weird plate. You don't even put it on a nice plate, you put it on a cafeteria plate. But okay,
so yes, this is just, you can add whatever veggies you want to it, and I did put cheese in the potatoes, so yeah, a little bit of goop.
And you shouldn't be having the fat or the cheese in that or the salt, and we know it's probably got half a block of cheese on there, but all right.
I have some olives and some of these sour pickles are so sour.
You shouldn't be having those.
Anyway, bismillah.
Editing cookie here. I really wanted to edit it out, all the eating sounds, because I hate them and I know you hate them. However, You're going to have to forgive me this time because that's right. I was walking to work this morning and I tripped over and I scuffed my hand and I busted my wrist. They don't think it's broken or fractured, but it's hella sore. And I'm right-handed, so I can't really get it. I've done some very minimal editing at the beginning. It is really starting to hurt. I've tried to isolate the vocals and not have all the background chewing sounds, but unfortunately, it's too much work that I just cannot edit it out left-handed. So please bear with me. I apologize. So enjoy ASMR Foodie Beauty mukbang. Bye. Now I'm going to try and turn it off. Got it. Oh, no, not got it. Got it. Bye. This tells me she's craving and she's still trying to eat what she craves. She's still, of course she's still going to have it because she's done nothing to try and stop having them or revert her thinking or redirect or anything. And she's still got to make money. And, you know, because of her health conditions and the sciatica, she is really stunted by what she can do. And her lack of creativity, her lack of desire to do anything but eat on camera to make money. Yeah, we really see she's working hard, really working out. She's really scared. She's really shaken up by this new diagnosis that she's got from the doctor. Yeah, totally. I can see it. Can you see it? We can all see it, right?
They're so good. So let's eat dinner together and chat.
Yeah, let's chat.
Let's try Brussels
Come
sprout.
on, tell us something new.
Now, the key to these Brussels sprouts is adding a bit of Worcestershire sauce.
No, it's not. The key to a nice Brussels sprout is not to overcook them, and that's exactly what you've done. They are watery and spludgy and probably a little bit burnt, and you don't need to add anything. Maybe a little bit of salt, pepper, and some chopped up fresh garlic. Put it in the air fryer. That's it. But nah, you've fucked those. All the sounds. We're going to get all the sounds. I miss them. I tripped them.
Also,
tell us, foodie. Tell us how good it is.
Pate chinois you have to eat with ketchup.
Oh, do you?
No ketchup.
Oh, no ketchup. Australian fact, my family, we do put tomato sauce on our shepherd's pie. Yes. If you think that's gross, I'm sorry, but that's just what we do in our house. You can do barbecue if you want, but barbecue's banned at the moment. Blech.
I hope it tastes good.
Why wouldn't it? It's got all the things in it that would make it taste good.
I can taste the tomato influence.
Can you? You've got onion, carrot. I don't know why there's no oregano, thyme, marjoram, any of that stuff in there, but okay. She put 2 tablespoons of paste in there. That is not an overwhelming flavour. Maybe if you put a tin of tin tomatoes in with it, I could see, but how can you taste the tomato? It would just make your gravy taste a bit acidic, but that's about it. Okay.
I've been just craving like a home-cooked
meal
I used to eat growing up.
Why do you need comfort food? Oh, I know why she needs comfort food right now. Sodiums. Sorry.
Or lemon. I mean, these.
I can't handle people spitting out food. It really grosses me out, and it especially grosses me out. Foodie's hands. I don't know why they trigger me when she touches stuff because they're all like soft and bunchy. Like, I don't know. They just look weird. And then her mouth, because I know she doesn't brush, and she's got funk. Just grosses me out.
Olives are lemony.
Olives are lemony. That's weird.
I don't know. They're good though.
Wait for it to cool
Not
down.
Salty, and the beef broth really complements the beef flavor.
Oh yes, she's really talking up this meal. Complimentary. I can really taste the flavors. It's fucking cottage pie. It's not a Michelin star meal made by Gordon Ramsay. It is a silly diabetic woman trying to eat her way through a craving and trying to make it work and trying to make it skinny. There's no way that tastes good, but it's bland as all fuck. I still can't stop looking at that blobber eyeliner. I know it's petty, but I'm sorry, I just can't stop looking at it. looks like an eye crust, like an eye booger. So
I've
what?
been recovering from
You're recovering.
just many illnesses. Major kidney infection, and my sciatica has been acting up.
Has it? Has it been
flaring
acting up?
My right leg.
Oh, the chewing. I'll try and cut it out, guys. I promise. Ugh.
And it is painful even just sitting here.
Why is she using the fork for the cottage pie but her fingers for the pickles? Can't you transfer the fork to the pickles, or does it have to stay focused wholly and solely on the cottage pie? Can't you just take what you've got off your fork, take a beat, stab your gherkin, take a bite, put the gherkin back? I mean, utensils are there for a reason.
And then I cleaned out my fridge. It had to be done. Like, I took out every shelf, cleaned everything, and I vowed not to. This is why I'm cooking. I'm like, I'm not throwing away any more food. I'm not, gonna waste any more food. I have to eat what we have.
That tells me that, a lot of those groceries that they bought, the meats, the stuff in the freezer's gone, it's got the frost on it, it's iced over. The veggies, we all knew the veggies were going to go to rot. I mean, how many eggplants did they throw away? How many tomatoes went to rot? And everything, even though it's in the fridge, I know even here, if you leave them out sitting on the bench for even a day or two, which doesn't really happen, but if you put tomatoes out, you have to keep them in the fridge here. You have to keep your onions in the fridge because they just go to rot too fast. Everything breaks down, and it's the heat. And they live in a really hot place. It still happens. I don't know why. It just breaks down a lot faster. She wasted so much of that food, but it was only 75 cents a bag, so it's not like they lost a lot of money. But I bet that fridge was rank. Do you remember the moldy carrots? I reckon that's what we had. It was probably dripping with gross, moldy juices, and everything had to be removed because it stank. And that's probably why she wasn't putting the groceries away, because she had nowhere to put them. She had nowhere to put some things because nothing could go in the fridge because it was disgusting. Foodie.
Every veggie, every fruit.
It's not going to happen. If it's too hot, wait for it to cool down. Just wait for it to cool down. Just wait. Oh, my God.
Even though I was in pain, I loved cooking. Like, it feels like an accomplishment. I don't know.
It's not an accomplishment. Maybe, it depends on what situation you're coming from, but you are no, you're not single. You're kind of married. You're in a coupling of some degree. You don't have a job. You've got a cat that is just completely just feral inside your house, and a hamster. You have nothing to do all day except for cook and clean and potter and educate, but you don't do any of it. Cooking this very basic, simple meal probably feels like an accomplishment to someone with such a low skill level. So let her have it. You are so accomplished, Fruity, because you managed to make shepherd's pie. Yay. Well done. Thumbs up. Gold medal star for you. A year 8 home ec student can make it, but Foodie's accomplished.
So I was craving this.
We know. You wouldn't have made it otherwise.
And also,
what's the other reason? Tell us.
When I'm sick or something like that? 80s horror movies.
Why did she cut that? Oh, she's gonna pull a seed out of her mouth, isn't she? Ugh, I'll look away. She cut something there also, and then she went straight to 80s horror movies. What? She must have said something that was embarrassing, or wrong, or a lie, or sounded bad in edit. Tell me when she's finished.
I just watched Black Christmas with Olivia Hussey and Margot Kidder.
Okay. I don't know what that movie is, but all right.
Excellent classic.
Oh, excellent. Yep. Sure. I'm not going to go watch it tomorrow.
Although, was that from the 70s?
No one cares.
Oh.
Accuracy,
Right now
look,
I'm rewatching.
Foodie, no one comes to you for accuracy on any detail. If it's from 70s, 50s, 40s, from the future, nobody would believe you even if you had the correct date at this stage. It doesn't matter. Accuracy is not your strength. It is your weakness. Move on.
The Clowns from Outer Space.
What?
That movie's hilarious.
Oh, I don't care about this.
Decade. Now, I mean, I am a bit biased because I was born in 1984.
Okay, don't care.
She was like
Don't
in her
care.
late teens in the 80s.
Don't care.
And she always had on 80s music like Belinda Carlisle.
Foodie, this is everybody's experience. If you've got parents, like if you're in your 40s and you have parents, even younger parents, my mum was 21 when she had me. I'm 46, so I'm older than you. So, whatever. We all listen to Chicago. We all listen to the Eagles. We all listen to Cyndi Lauper. We all listen to Michael Jackson. We all listen to George Michael. We all listen to all the 80s music. That's not an exclusive experience. You're in the age group where we all listen to 80s music. I listen to 90s music and the 2000s, 2010s. That's the music my son was exposed to. Like, this is so normal, and you've talked about it a million times. Nobody's interested anymore. No one cares.
Hair metal, like Styx and Scorpions.
Isn't it Scorpion, or is that a Canadian thing? Is it Scorpions? I don't know. It could be
She had a lot of 80s movies.
Oh, no one cares about your mum.
But my best friend, who was my neighbor.
Another new best friend? Wow.
She was just allowed to get away with more. Like, her parents didn't really.
Is she in jail right now? Because if she was raised getting away with more than you got away with and you turned out this way, this person, I'm imagining, gosh, I don't know, killing sprees, robberies, probably crackhead. I'm thinking that they were not raised right. Now, if they managed to turn it around in college, maybe, but oh my God, if you were a brat and they got away with more, I do not have high hopes for their future or their present.
Supervised. That's why I like going there. They would let us stay up late listening to her music.
Oh my God, not late.
And she had a TV in her room and a VHS player. I'm that old. And I hit the jackpot with sleepovers there because she was allowed
to
watch horror movies.
Oh my God.
Me? If I wanted to rent a horror movie,
all she had was Jane Fonda exercise videos to watch. That's a damn shame. Sorry, but it's too bad that didn't stick in her head too much.
I would go to a video rental place and they would call my mom for permission. It actually said that on the rental account. Call for permission, and it was always no. I remember the guy calling my mom once. Yeah, Mrs. Settle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your daughter's here trying to rent Slumber Party Massacre.
She's making this up. She is making that up. That is bullcrap. She got every movie that her mum let her watch. Unless she watched every movie she wanted. Her mum let her have run riot. We know this. Unless in her teens, she just binge watched everything over the next couple of years, because that's a lot of movies she missed and a lot of movies she's now caught up on. So I don't believe this story. I remember my mum used to let us watch that movie, Texas Has a Whorehouse in It. My sister and I thought it was Warehouse. We didn't know what a whorehouse is. And I'd say to Mum, we want to rent a movie. And she'd be like, what do you want to watch? And we're like, well, Texas Has a Warehouse in It. And she goes, what's it about? I'm like, it's got Dolly Parton in it and she sings and it's really cool. Now I realize that she would sometimes look at the cover and be like, that's a little weird. But she's actually watched the movie, so she knows it's not that bad. I probably was like 11 or 12. But now I can understand that I'm just stupid. And I had a really good reading age. So I think my brain made it warehouse because whore was not in my vocab and it didn't make sense. I didn't know that word existed. So because I didn't have a meaning behind it. So I think I made it warehouse because that made sense. Texas has a warehouse in it because Texas would have a warehouse with a blonde lady with big boobs and a red sparkly dress who runs that warehouse. That was my thinking. I just like the music and the songs and the dancing. And, Burt Reynolds. All the chewing.
I always
You gotta
love
cut it
these,
out.
always.
Oh. No.
So, I don't really taste the cheese and the potatoes. Like, kind of just melted into everything. And tomato sauce.
It's meant to be one of those meals that you just eat with a fork. You just scoop it up. It's carb heavy. It's designed for people who work hard, have had a long day, want to have a full belly and settle down, wash up and go to bed. It's not designed for somebody who just sits around and does nothing all day and is just craving the potatoiness of potato and the cheesiness of cheese. You don't give a shit about the veggies with it. I mean, has she ever eaten it with sprouts before? No. She's put them on there because she can't eat a big enough portion of the cottage pie. And it's meant to be all of the flavors mixed together, not just one dominant flavor. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like it anyway.
The gravy. Excellent dinner.
Excellent.
So yeah,
what?
that's what I've been doing. Just
Nothing.
reminiscing back in the 80s. And as for food, you're probably wondering, like, what kind of diet are you doing?
We know what kind of diet you're doing.
What I'm starting with is making food at home.
Oh, God.
And no, like, sweets, desserts, stuff like that.
Sure. Until you get a craving. You eat them off camera.
If I really want something sweet, I have some fruits.
Sure.
Have some fruit.
Yep, that's excellent.
And yeah, I'm just going to be cooking like real food from home, nothing packaged.
Yep, that plan always works. Do chicken nuggets?
No sugary drinks.
Are they considered? But even look, isn't there a theory that for some people, that's a good pause. For some people, that these non-sugar drinks, the zero sugar with the synthetics, some people's bodies can still think it's like sugar and it affects their insulin. That's a thing, isn't it? That's the argument why these drinks, the no sugar drinks, aren't good for some people, because the body responds to them in the same way. I hope she does more of these nothing mukbangs because they're so fun. I love to watch people chew. Oh, the fingers. Oh. Close your mouth.
Not too much salt, but I know that olives and pickles have a lot of salt.
Yeah, they do.
And you get olives.
She knows about her medical condition. She knows about kidney. She knows about diabetes. She knows about her heart stuff. She knows that the 3 sides that she put on a plate, even though they're small, have way too much sodium in them. She still eats them because she wants them, even though she knows for 100% certainty she shouldn't be having them. And why? Because all the foods that you eat has a little bit of sodium in it. No matter what it is, it's still going to have a sodium count. So even if you're trying to eat well and low sodium, or things that aren't removing the sodium, just at their base sodium levels, you are probably going to end up with a certain amount of sodium that's above your RDI. She's eating foods that would just swing it right off the charts on top of her diet. She shouldn't be adding anything with extra sodiums in it. She knows it. She said it. She knows it. But she's doing it anyway, despite her just coming out of hospital being really, really sick.
It's a hard one to give up.
It isn't. Nothing is hard if you know that what the consequences are, and the consequences are very, very real for her. It is not hard to give up things that could potentially end your life. I honestly think she's just trying to eat around the insulin. She's using the insulin to regulate.
But no more salty snacks like sunflower seeds.
But you'd eat them at a kilo at a time. That's why they're bad.
In like 4 days.
Oh, 4 hours.
The barbecue sunflower seeds?
Barbecue. Eat every last bit. Pick up I imagine you picking up that plate and just licking it dry. Oh.
That's really delicious.
Oh, I bet it is. Yep. I don't believe anything is good because she eats melted cheese off a plate for a snack when she's desperate. I don't trust her palate. That could be dirt with melted cheese on it, and she would still put it on a fork and go, it's nice. I like the texture. Let me look me dead in the eye when you drink that, Foodie. That's not unnerving at all. There's your cardio. There's your cardio for the
At times, I'll probably bring you in my kitchen and cook and stuff like that when
Please
I feel
don't.
up to it. Otherwise, I'll have dinner with you once in a while. Sometimes vlogs.
Every day.
Sometimes updates on my life and stuff like that.
What is it going to be? Hospital visits? Is it going to be personal stuff? Is it going to be things that you would consider invasive if we asked about, but you're going to vlog it? Okay.
Right now, I'm just focusing on feeling better. The summer is just too dangerous, especially like diabetics. We dehydrate quicker. The sun is brutal. It's like there was like in the Kuwait news. I don't know.
So you were saying that Salah taking you out into the desert to visit the camels whilst you were just coming off feeling really, really sick was probably a dumb idea. We agree. We agree.
This is true, but it's going to be over 53 degrees Celsius this coming. Maybe it's already. It is the weekend. Oh my gosh. I'm losing track of time here.
You tend to lose track of time when you don't have weekends and you don't have actual weekdays. Salah doesn't work. We know he doesn't work. You don't work. Monday is a Sunday. It's the same. It's the same. The traffic's just worse on a Friday.
So, once in a while, I'll go out and maybe we can do something. But
what are we going to do?
We're going to be doing a lot more in like the winter and like when we travel and stuff. It needs to get cooler for me to do anything.
Now, Foodie not being the very organized or logistics person that she is, or a good packer, good planner, none of that. How is she going to manage the diabetes when she's away? How is she going to travel? Is she going to be able to, does she know to take extra insulin with? Does she got a kit for her insulin? Does she inform the airlines that she is a diabetic so that they are prepared perhaps for an incident? Or do you have to do that when you're traveling with diabetes? Does she get to take an international script with her in case her insulin is lost, damaged, broken, or goes off because of poor storage? How is she going to manage her diet when she's traveling? How are all these things going to be managed when she's traveling? This, I am eager to find out.
And to be healthier. So working on that, that's mostly what my focus is going to be. So probably a lot of vlogs around the house.
Foodie, I think you need to aim a bit lower. Healthier. Well, no, healthier is exactly where she's at because she's at the lowest like condition you can get. So up is the only way to go. So healthy would be the incorrect thing to say, but healthier is actually right. She's actually right. She should be aiming for healthier because that's the only way you can go.
I'll try to get creative somehow.
But she'll figure out how to get less healthy.
I don't know. But I just like talking with you guys too with live streams. I really love just talking to you guys. Like just
talking at us is not the same as talking to us.
Chilling and making each other laugh. I love to laugh. I like to be silly. I don't think that will change at any age.
Are you silly?
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't think you're silly. I think you're immature and a bit ignorant. I think that's a bit different. Not understanding things and not getting the nuances is a bit different. And Salah's jokes and your jokes are not silly or funny. They're just, I don't know, juvenile. Brain dead zombies would enjoy those kinds of jokes. So I think your beesers probably would enjoy those.
I love being silly.
Oh, do you?
Anyways, guys, no makeup today. It's either
no. You still got some.
Snatched. I can't do.
No, you have still got a little bit just here. I can tell. You must have missed it with your makeup wipes, or the water just didn't quite catch it.
Both. I can't do, babes. Can't do. No way.
You don't ever do snatched.
Anyway, I guess that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video.
When was the last time we saw Foodie snatched? It'd be the Gatno glitter era, but since then it's been pale skin, blotchy skin, crooked lipstick, and wild eyeliner. It's snatched maybe if she's got one of those Instagram filters or one of those TikTok filters, but her everyday face has never been snatched. It's just blotchy and red and there's lipstick.
I hope you had something good to eat.
Haven't eaten yet.
Really, really good. Like the gravy with like
I bet it was.
potatoes. I love it. So yeah,
dream about it tonight. Food
like traditional shepherd's pie is made with lamb. Cottage pie is made with beef. I think I've said that before.
Yeah.
Anyways, you better be behaving.
No, I'm not.
And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Okay, that was it. That was it. Okay, I've done my reaction. I'm going to go edit this now. I've got to go to work. I'll come home and edit it, and then I will upload it later today. Well, I hope everyone has a great day. I'm sorry I haven't done a live recently, but I'm trying to find my new groove with my new schedule. It's making me physically more tired. Like, I'm just standing up a lot more. I'm just doing more active stuff. So it is making me really sleepy and really tired, which is great because I'm on a normal sleep cycle, which makes my streaming a little bit harder. But I'm finding a new groove, and I'm looking for windows of time when I can stream, and just hopefully it doesn't overlap with other people. At the moment, it's overlap. My good times are overlapping with FFG. There's no point in even trying to stream at that time. And then the other time it overlaps with is Pulpy. So I've got to try and find some windows of time outside of those two guys that work for me as well. And it's just a little bit hard at the minute, but I'm working it out, seeing what I can do. I'll be back to live streaming soon, and I will see you there. Now, if you like this video, could you like, comment, and subscribe? Oh, and a little tagline. It's so weird that I haven't really posted much in the last couple of days, but last night after I've come home, I was commenting on a few videos, watching things, replying to people, and then all of a sudden I have been reported. One of my comments was reported for harassment and bullying. Now, I don't know who could have reported me for that. I wasn't told what the comment was, where it was made. I'm sure I've made comments. I don't know if any of them would fall into that category, but YouTube certainly thought so. So I'm not allowed to comment on other people's videos for the next, I don't know, probably 12 hours because it happened last night. So I don't know who could have reported me, but it's so funny that after I've been gone for a couple of days that I immediately come back and start commenting on videos about a said YouTuber that I have been reported. Petty, petty, petty. I'd be working on some better recipes than shepherd's pie if I was failing with diabetes and a whole bunch of other illnesses. But thanks for that anyway. Don't really mind. I can still upload. I can still make videos. I can still do reactions. I just can't comment for the next couple of hours. But anyway, hope everyone has a great day, except Foodie. Okay.